I'm calling out all music producers, home recording enthusiasts, beginners, professionals, regardless of your skill level. I have a challenge for you. I want to challenge you to work on your skills, not with your skills. So what do I mean by that? Let's discuss. So we're about to enter a new year, and you heard that right. I'm challenging you to work on your skills, not with your skills. And even if you're watching this video sometime in the future, you could still apply all of this at any time because it's more about the action rather than when you begin. Let me show you a picture. This picture can't say it any better. So many of us can resonate with the person on the right, trying to reach our goals as quick as we can and in the least amount of steps possible. Whether it be in our careers, music production, or life in general, as humans, we instinctively set our eyes on the big picture and can overlook many of the smaller, important steps required to get there. More often than not, these steps are the ones that build a solid foundation for our entire journey and will set you up for success. One of the reasons we struggle with this is because the fine details along the way, they're all too often boring, to say it bluntly. They're not the fun part of what we're trying to achieve. Let's put it this way. Say you love making soup, but you hate chopping vegetables. You would still have soup. It would just have whole carrots, whole stalks of celery, whole potatoes. So it's sort of soup. But if you tried serving that to your guests, imagine how they're going to react. The same concept can be applied to recording and mixing music. If you bypass some of the essential steps along the way to really hone your craft, will the end result be what you desire, or will it just sort of be soup? You should take your time to appreciate the journey, not just the goal. Over time, each step will gradually become easier, and every step after that will become much more attainable. Regardless if you're a beginner or a professional, the world of music production is always changing, and there are always new things to learn and different approaches that you haven't tried. Even after 20 years of producing music, I'm still regularly educating myself and constantly looking for ways to improve. Maybe for you, this could be learning how different compressors work, or maybe do an ear training exercise so you can easily pick out troubling frequencies in a mix. These things are definitely not as fun as writing and recording a new guitar riff. I get it, it just feels too much like work. But even if you set aside 1 hour every single week to work on the fundamentals, that is one step further up the ladder every single week. Can you commit to only 1 hour of your time every week? So as we enter the new year, I want to challenge you to schedule a weekly repeating task onto your calendar in which for 1 hour a week, you only work on your skills, not with your skills. Make this your sacred hour and set it for the same date and time each week so it's easy to remember and you can schedule other things around it. Maybe you set it for every Sunday at noon or every Tuesday at 4. Whatever works for you, just set it and stick to it. If you absolutely can't do 1 hour per week, then set it for 1 hour per month. I know that 1 hour per month might not seem like a lot to some, but even this small step will progress you faster than taking no steps at all. Even if you're producing and mixing music professionally, to be honest, you probably need to do this more than someone who's just starting out. It's so easy to be stuck into the habit of good or great enough that you don't spend any time working on your skills because you're too busy working with your skills on a regular basis. You might be really busy working on other recording and mixing projects for clients, but at the bare minimum, you can schedule 1 hour per month right on your calendar as if it were another client project, and use this time to encourage growth in yourself. So to help you with this weekly challenge, I've created a free downloadable worksheet that breaks down your yearly goal into monthly tasks and micro tasks. With this worksheet, you can keep yourself in check and visually see your progress, your next steps, and even where you might be slacking. For instance, let's say that your yearly goal is to get confident enough producing music that you could record another band and feel comfortable charging them for it. Some of your 12 high-priority tasks might be understanding compression, getting better at editing, getting better at capturing raw recordings, or even improving the quality of your mixes. So if you took that editing task and placed it on January, you could break that down into micro tasks each week, like practicing drum editing, vocal editing, comping, pitch correction. And then after that, there's a quarterly review section to see where you might be falling behind and where you need to play catch-up to reach your goal by the end of the year. Even if in your head you know all the steps that you have to take, there's just something about writing them out and visually seeing them on a timeline that makes them much more actionable, and it makes it much more likely that you get results. I'm personally using this, other people in my mastermind group are using this, and it's just an easy to follow worksheet to keep yourself on track for whatever your goal may be. So download the yearly goal worksheet by going to FromZero2Studio.com/goal or by clicking the link below in the description, and let's kick off this coming year by taking the steps to really develop your music production skills. That's all I've got for you today. I want to wish you all a wonderful, safe, and happy holiday season. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I'll see you on another video soon.